following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.
Howard to the face-off circle, pass in front for Greasy, scores! Howard with a good pass, and Ashton Grease, his 15th of the year.
It's time for Oahe Capitals hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Capitals hockey is brought to you by Weatherall, Leisure Palace, and Hermanson Endodontics.
Here's Ashton Grease trying to get in front. It comes in front. They score! That's John Lyons. John Lyons' first varsity goal comes here in the state tournament.
Oahe Caps hockey is also brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates, Sunmasters, and All Around Graphics.
Howard will walk it in the zone. Howard with a shot, and it goes in the net, and the Capitals win! Off of game record in, and the Caps win it 2-1 in overtime.
Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Oahe Capitals, John Winkler.
And from that open, you heard the last time that these two teams met. It was the Oahe Capitals winning in overtime at the Expo Center over the Brookings Rangers 2-1. The last time these two teams met here in Brookings, it was a 2-1 overtime win for the Brookings Rangers. And the Rangers are looking to stay undefeated. The Oahe Capitals, they're coming in at 7-1 after a win on yesterday, last night. And the Brookings Rangers also picking up a win last night. They did win on Thursday as well against Watertown, as the Rangers are 6-0 and the Oahe Capitals are at 7-0. Glad you're with us here on a very anticipated game between the Oahe Capitals and the Brookings Rangers. Should be a good one. John Winkler here on this Sunday afternoon. The Rangers are as good as they get, as good as any team gets in South Dakota. They have not lost last time they lost was back when the Capitals beat the Rangers in overtime at the Expo Center. Before then, there wasn't that many times that the Rangers have lost in the last couple of years. That goes all the way back. They didn't lose in the state tournament in 2020. Neither the Capitals. They're the only two teams that won. But then the Rangers are the defending state champions. They have not lost this season. The Caps coming in at 7-1. The Rangers at 6-0. This is a big matchup for both these teams. And for the Oahe Capitals, it's big for different teams, for both these teams. Because the Rangers, they've really run over everybody they've played. There really hasn't been a close game that they've had so far this season. And the Capitals consistently give them tough games. So this could be one of the tougher games that they've played so far this season. And for the Oahe Capitals, that's the other thing, is nobody has been able to be with the Brookings Rangers to the end of the season, or to the end of the game. No one's been able to stay with the Rangers all game long, and they have the opportunity to do that. Carter Scholes will make the start in net. The former Brookings Ranger is going to make the start for the second straight time here in Brookings, and the Oahe Capitals are looking for him to be a big backstop, because the Rangers also, they don't give them a whole lot of shots, but they take a lot of shots themselves. This team is very good defensively, and from their defense creates a lot of offense, and they snowball all their wins. So you have to stay within one shot. You have to stay within one goal of them at all times, because things will snowball from you so quickly. And that's how the Rangers are able to get their wins. They are such a good team. Sometimes they might win because they're the Brookings Rangers. There's a lot of talent that goes with it. But I think some teams walk out on the ice, step on the ice, and they lose because they're playing the Brookings Rangers already. And the Rangers make sure that they don't take anybody lightly. And both these teams are not taking each other lightly. Should be a fun one this afternoon. Really looking forward to it between the Oahe Capitals and the Brookings Rangers. We will step aside, and when we come back, we'll talk with the head coach of the Oahe Capitals, Steve Steele. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Xander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux and Pier or call 224-9221. Xander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace Pools and Spas. Looking to make your home more relaxing for the holidays? Maybe a hot tub, a sauna, pool table, game table, a fire table, or great quality outdoor furniture. Or whether you're looking to add a little life to your party. We carry a full line of accessories for all. Don't assume we don't have it. Give us an opportunity to check. We will guarantee the lowest prices in the state. We service everything we sell. Leisure Palace is locally owned and operated for over 30 years. Located on the corner of Euclid and Capitol in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Hi, this is Ashton Grease, captain of the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back to the pregame show here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Joining me is Coach Steve Steele with the Weatherall Coaches interview. You got the 2 points that you wanted yesterday to now be here today against Brookings. This is going to be the biggest game of the season until you play them again next week Saturday in back-to-back games, basically. But this is a very important game to maybe get a point out of. But what's that feeling going into this game?
Well, obviously we're very pleased with last night, being able to fight through some adversity and some frustrations and come out on top. And, there's probably going to be more of that today. We're going to have some adversity and some frustrations today, I'm sure. And, we're just going to have to see if we can fight through that again and find a way to claw out some more points on the road.
I mentioned in the post-game show yesterday that you guys outshot 51-13, outshot Sioux Falls 2. That might be the exact opposite. You guys might get outshot 51-13 in this game today. But what Sioux Falls did was able to pick their spots and score goals. You guys may have to do the same thing today because Brookings' defense is one of the best in the state.
Yeah, they are definitely by far, I think, the best defensive team. They've got a great defensive system. Their goalie, he's good, but at the same point, you don't really know a lot of times because he doesn't face a lot of shots. Our hope is that we're able to generate some offense, and I don't know that 51 shots is a realistic goal for today, but no one's gotten over 10 on them in their last 3 or 4, so we definitely want to be able to get as many as we can.
Their lines, they're a pretty deep team. Last year they had a really good top line, and everybody else kind of filtered in. Now they got a deep team, probably a deeper team than what they had last year. You guys are deeper as well. How do you make sure you handle the depth of both teams?
I think the biggest thing is going to be to try and figure out, this weekend they're home, they get the last change. So kind of see what their game plan is in terms of if they want to match, who they're trying to match up, and then trying to problem solve and game plan why they think they have that advantage. And, if we agree that that's an advantage for them, then find ways to not let that happen. And if it's not really an advantage, then thank them for hopefully not having the right plan. But it's going to be kind of a really feel each other out, I think, a little bit today.
And that's going to be This Brookings team for the last couple of years has been able to roll over a lot of teams, but that hasn't happened with the Oahe Capitals, and it feels like the Caps are excited to have a challenge like this every single time you come to Brookings or play them at home as well. Why is that? Why are the Capitals excited to play and hold their own against Brookings more than pretty much any team in the state?
Well, it's anytime you get to play these types of games, it's a lot of fun. I think our two games against them last year were two of the best hockey games, just from a viewer standpoint. It was really good, fast-paced hockey. It was good, clean hockey. You go back 2 years ago, I think 3 of our last 4 games against them have been to overtime. It's been all really, really fun, good, high-paced hockey games, and ultimately that's what you want to see. You don't want to go and watch the games that get to run time. You're not as excited for those, where these ones are really, really good games. They're fun games, and obviously you want to win them all, but at the same point in time, it's just fun hockey to watch.
Carter Scholes will be the starter in net. He was here last year, lost in overtime, and obviously is from Brookings and played for Brookings for the last several years up until last year. How excited is he? Does he show the emotion, show the excitement that he's ready to take this on, or is he still kind of that even keel guy he always is?
He's definitely still even keel about it. He's amped up for it. It'll probably be his last game. This was his hometown. This is where he's born and raised, so it's probably his last game in this building that he grew up playing in. So he's excited about it. He may not show it a ton, but that's just the kind of kid he is, and that's what part of what makes him a really good goalie. He's just that model of consistency.
All right, how did the Oahe Capitals get 2 points? Not just lose in overtime or have a tie. How do you get 2 points out of this?
The biggest thing we've got to do is we've got to get shots on net. We've got to find a way to get the puck through their defense and get it to the net. If he's only got to make 6 or 7 saves, we don't have a shot tonight. We've got to push that shot total into the 20s, hopefully into the 30s, if we want to have an outstanding chance to win the game tonight.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck today.
Thanks, John.
More of the pregame show next year on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace Pools and Spas. Looking to make your home more relaxing for the holidays? Maybe a hot tub, a sauna, pool table, game table, a fire table, or great quality outdoor furniture, or whether you're looking to add a little life to your party. We carry a full line of accessories for all. Don't assume we don't have it. Give us an opportunity to check. We will guarantee the lowest prices in the state. We service everything we sell. Leisure Palace is locally owned and operated for over 30 years, located on the corner of Euclid and Capitol in Pierre.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and a dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Now that the 2021 portion of the Sully Buttes basketball season is behind us, it's time to look ahead to 2022 and all that it holds. The Chargers will travel to rivalry games and be at home to defend their court against top-notch competition. One thing is for sure, Country 95.3 FM will be there to bring you all the action. This is D.T. Meyer. I hope you'll join me for all of the games on your home for Charger sports, Country 95.3 FM, PeerCountry.com, and on YouTube at Country 95.3 FM Sports.
Hi, this is Keenan Howard
Howard, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here inside the pregame show as we are getting set for puck drop between the Oahe Capitals and the Brookings Rangers. John Wickler here on this Sunday afternoon. Yes, we're a little bit later. If you joined us around 2 o'clock, didn't hear the game on and you're coming back, yes, we are not started quite yet. We'll get started right around puck drop's just going to be after 2:45 here this afternoon. But should be a doozy between these two teams. The Oahe Capitals at 7-1, the Brookings Rangers right now at 6-0. Both teams don't want to drop 2 points. They don't want to even drop a point. They would like to get a win. This would be 2 big points for either side. Right now, obviously, Brookings wants to keep their undefeated record intact. The Oahe Capitals, with that one loss, they would put themselves back in the spot to potentially win out to be in first place come to the end of the year. But of course, it's going to be tough against this Brookings team. They'll see each other again next week Saturday. The Rangers will play on Friday, but the Caps will not play again until Saturday at home, and then the two teams will meet up again Saturday nights at the Expo Center. So the Caps get to see this team back-to-back games. Brookings will get them in 2 of the next 3 games. The other thing is that the Oahe the Lady Capitals are playing the Mitchell Marlins right now. They're on the road in Mitchell, and they have a 2-1 lead at the end of the first period over the Mitchell Marlins. Addison Gray and Cami Larson have both scored. They're being outshot 16-6, but the Caps have a 2-1 lead. Brooke Jarman got the goal for the Mitchell Marlins, but Gray and Larson with the goals for the Caps, and those two teams will see each other again on Friday at the Expo Center. We'll have that one for you on Capital City Rock and available to watch on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Brookings Rangers, they come in again at 6-0. Kate Brecker, he has not lost. He continues to, that overtime loss last season to the Capitals is one of the few losses he's had in the last couple of years for the Rangers. He has stopped 44 shots on 48 chances. So he's allowed just 4 goals in 5 games. He's had numerous shutouts so far. He's just got, actually not numerous, he's just got 1. He's had numerous shutouts last year, but he does have 1 shutout, 5 wins, and has allowed just 4 goals in those 5 games. So you do the math, he's only allowed 1 goal in every game that he has not gotten a shutout in. His goals against average of 0.81, save percentage of .917. He doesn't face a whole lot of shots in those 5 games. He's facing 9 shots, not even just a little over 9 shots a game. Nobody's gotten over 10 shots on the Brookings Rangers, at least averaging out for Kate Brecker to make saves. He's got 48 shot against in 5 wins for the Brookings Rangers. Referees are on their way out. The Capitals and Rangers will both join on the ice here in just a little bit. But the Caps are going to be looking. Carter Scholes will get the start. He's going to be looking for his win, and as Coach Steele said in the Weatherall coaches interview, that this will be the last time that Carter Scholes grew up, played here for years, and now he will have an opportunity to get a win in the final time that he'll play in this building, because the Capitals will not be returning to Brookings and in the state tournament out in Sioux Falls. So this is the last chance for Carter Scholes to play here at the Larson Ice Center, and also for the opportunity for the Oahe Capitals to pick up a huge road win, because not a whole lot of teams come in to Brookings and pick up a win. The other game that has gone on and has already finished in varsity, boys varsity, Sioux Falls won, beat Yankton 7-3 down in Yankton earlier this morning. They played at 11 a.m. That game came to an end. Also, Sioux Center Storm beat Watertown in girls hockey 4-1. Sioux Falls Flyers right now, they're taking on Brookings just right across the way from us. Sioux Falls is beating Brookings 3-0, or the last time they had the check is now 5-1, or excuse me, 6-0. 6-0 that the Sioux Falls Flyers are beating the Brookings Rangers. And then, of course, is 2-1 between the Caps and the Marlins right now. That is all the games in varsity action that is taking place here today on this Sunday, January 2nd. Yeah, they got the lights dimmed, they got the spotlights going, and it's gonna be a great game. Looking forward to this matchup between the Oahe Capitals and Brookings Rangers. That is on the way next. When we return, we'll have starting lineups, national anthem, and puck drop for you. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. Tuesday night, the Pierre Governor girls are finally back on the court after the Christmas break. This is KCCR Sports Director John Winkler. Join me in Sioux Falls on Tuesday as the Governors face the Lincoln Patriots. Back-to-back wins to close out 2021 has gotten the Govs back to 500 and will look to move above 500 for the first time this season. Coverage will begin at 6:40 with tip-off at 7 o'clock. Pierre Governors and Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots. Basketball Tuesday night on your home for Governor Sports. KCCR, KCCRradio.com, and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace Pools and Spas. Looking to make your home more relaxing for the holidays? Maybe a hot tub, a sauna, pool table, game table, a fire table, or great quality outdoor furniture, or whether you're looking to add a little life to your party. We carry a full line of accessories for all. Don't assume we don't have it. Give us an opportunity to check. We will guarantee the lowest prices in the state. We service everything we sell. Leisure Palace is locally owned and operated for over 30 years, located on the corner of Euclid and Capitol in Pierre.
Hi, this is Kieran Duffy, and you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
So we are ready to go here this afternoon from the Larson Ice Center here in Brookings. 17 minutes are on the clock. It should be a good one here this afternoon. Glad you're with us here on Capital City Rock on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports as the Hawaii Capitals and the Brookings Rangers are set here for an opportunity to pick up 2 points. You heard those starting lineups. It is the second line, John Lyons, Devin Dotson, and Grayson Hunsley that will get the start, along with Keenan Howard and Jaden Floor, the starting defenseman. For the Brookings Rangers, it is Logan Bortnum, Jack Merritt, and Zach Struck. Their second line, and then Trenton Peterson and Luke Honkamp are the defensemen. Cade Brecker is in net for the Rangers. Carter Scholes in net for the Capitals. We're set for some hockey here this afternoon. Caps go from right to left. The Rangers go from left to right. We're underway here as the opening faceoff is won by the Hawaii Capitals, and it'll go down as the Capitals will dump it in the Ranger zone. That pass nearly intercepted off of the skates of John Lyons. It'll come back, Jaden Floor. He'll wait. He still waits, throws it toward the nets, and it'll go just wide. Grayson Hunsley from behind the net. A pass trying to go back out, and that's intercepted, and the Rangers now will trying to escape their zone, but they turn it back over. Dodson throws to the nets, and Brecker makes the first save of the game. 27 seconds in, we get our first whistle. No score between these two teams. Floor had the first opportunity that went wide, and then it was caught by the glove of Brecker on Devin Dodson's chance. So now Ashton Grease will get out there along with Carter Sanderson and Jaron Beck, who had a lot of goals yesterday in that 6-4 win for the Caps. They had 4 goals. That pass comes through, and it will escape the zone, and it'll roll all the way down. Keenan Howard will have to get to it. Breck Hershoff for the Rangers looking to attack. Goes up the boards. Owen Schneider is there. It comes back to the line. That pass is knocked down, and it will roll to the nets, where Carter Scholes is able to cover it up for a whistle. So now we get an offensive zone face-off for the Brookings Rangers with 16:15 to go here in the first period. They're going to credit a shot on goal and one of the easier saves that Carter Scholes will make in his entire goalie career. There's a shot off the face-off that goes off of somebody in front, and it goes into the nets. And it will be another offensive zone face-off here for the Caps, or excuse me, for the Rangers, as Ashton Whitty and Ashton Grease will take it. Whitty wins it. Hershoff, he'll try and spin, lost the puck, and then flipped by Dre Burton, but not out of the zone. He'll come back to the blue line. Carter Sanderson is able to get to the puck first. He chips it along, and now Sanderson with 2 different defensemen back for the Rangers. Sanderson near a potential trip that the Capitals got away with, and now here's Ashton Whitty as he'll find Breck Hershoff outside the zone. There's a big check from Dre Burton. Stood up, Hershoff, and then pushed it back down, and it should go enough for an icing, and it will be an icing with 15:38 to go here in the first period. Sanderson might have tripped up the defenseman for the Brookings Rangers, but it is going to be a offensive zone faceoff nonetheless now after a icing called on the Capitals. 15:38 left to go here in the first period. The faceoff is taken by Brody Powers as he wins it back. Talon Richter on this third line. Richter, Powers, and Schulte on the third line for the Rangers. That tells you how good they are. Talon Richter's been a steady piece for the Rangers for the last couple of years, and he's on their third line. Jaden Floor, he'll try and turn from his own end. And Floor will skate it out of the zone. And in the neutral zone it goes, and over for Keller Herman to dump in for the Caps. Back behind the nets, it'll be Richter that plays it. Over for Peterson, who'll wrap it around the boards, and Schulte will try and get it out. Good pinch by Howard to hold the zone momentarily. Herman's able to keep it in. Schweitzer takes a swing at it, but the only person that could take it was Luke Honkamp. Honkamp over for Peterson, his defensive partner here this afternoon. They dump it in, not very deep. Keenan Howard will turn, nearly turns it over, as I don't think he saw Zach Struck around. That almost took the puck away from him. John Lyons has it behind his nets, and Lyons will punch it forward for Schweitzer, who threw it off the skates of Logan Bortnum. Howard over, that one misses Floor. Schweitzer hit the deck, and he couldn't get a stick to it. So now here's Peterson back from his own end, and the Rangers easily escaped their zone. Hunsley nearly took it away from Bortnum, but now Jaden Floor flips it off the glass, not out of the zone. It was held in by Zach Struck, and it will finally come back out where the Rangers have it again. And a quick pass over for Jacob Drew. That one came from number 24, Ren Jacobson, who is in the lineup. Was not in the lineup against the Watertown Lakers on Thursday. Grayson Hunsley will throw it behind the net. Cade Brecker will go behind it, tee it up, and up the boards it goes. Owen Schneider. It was nearly held in by Dre Burnt, and then it was touched by Hunsley, so we get an offside call. And the Caps will get a full change here with 13:52 left to go here in the first period. Beck, Grease, and Sanderson. Grease and Beck both had 2 goals each. Sanderson had 3 assists in the game yesterday against Sioux Falls 1. That should be an icing, and it will be an icing on Brookings with 13:46 left to go here in the first period. So 1-1 in shots. You got to think that this is going to be a game where it's going to be a fast-paced game, but it's going to be a very well-defensive game. You're not going to see a whole lot of shots from either side. That's how it was last year when these two teams played both times that they played each other. The Rangers win the face-off. They'll get out of the zone. Breck Hershoff now will start to carry it in. His pass goes across. A one-timer save is made by Carter Scholes. He flexed the left pad out, made the save, and the Capitals now ice it with 13:32 to go. What a pass from Hershoff over, I believe that was to Schneider, and he had the opportunity to bury the first goal of the game, but it was just a fantastic save. I think it was actually Ashton Whitty that opportunity, and Carter Scholes was able to flex it, pad out, and make the save. Face-off one. As the pass went back, it fluttered on the stick of Peterson, so it went out of the zone. The Rangers have to escape and tag back up. Now the Capitals with Dre Burnt, a pass over for Sanderson. Put it back in the zone. Dre Burnt thinking offense as a defenseman. Carter Sanderson will take it. He'll wait. He'll throw it towards the net. That one went wide, maybe off of a stick, with 13:10 to go here in the first period. At the blue line, there's a shot from Ryan Wadine, who was not dressed yesterday, but back in the lineup today. His shot is a save made by Brecker, so 2-2 in shots. We get a whistle with 13:07 to go here in the first period. Ashton Grease and Logan Borton up for the faceoff to the left of Brecker. It's won by the Rangers, but Keenan Howard is able to hold the zone. He's waiting. He'll pass it down here for Grease. To the front of the net, looking for Sanderson. Got to stick to it, but it was sticked away, though, by one of the Ranger players in front. Back for Grease, trying to get a backhand pass in front. Jaron Beck was there. Talon Richter now trying to punch it out of the zone, but it's kept in by Sanderson. He'll throw it to the net. Save is made by Brecker, but the rebound was loose. Grease just couldn't find the handle to it. Sanderson now in the near side corner. Behind the net for Grease. Rangers having trouble exiting the zone. Sanderson will turn. He'll go a pass to the point for Howard. His high shot. That one was off of a skate, off of a stick, and it will go out. It will not. Oh no, it will come out of the zone. It looked like the referee was pointing that it was touched and it was going to be inside the zone, but the referee was pointing here to the near side faceoff dot outside the zone. That's what I thought had happened, that it was going to be a faceoff outside the zone. Andre Carboneau wins the faceoff for the Caps. They're in the zone, but Herman couldn't keep it in. And now Schulte will race after it as he dumped it in on Keenan Howard. Howard, he scored that overtime game winner. Here is Keller Herman. He comes in. His shot goes off of a skate. It's a bouncing puck that comes to the front of the net. It's loose. There's a shot, and that one went off of Brecker, maybe off the goalpost to the far side. The Caps nearly made it 1-0. Andre Carboneau keeping the play alive in the offensive end, but the Caps are going to start making a change to get that second line back out. Jaden Floor from his own blue line got it to the neutral zone, but then turned it over. Owen Schneider is able to take it. There's a check from Devin Dodson. Howard over now for Floor, off of his stick, and then thrown in and dumped in by Ren Jacobson. Howard let it go as he played on the near side boards. Dodson tried to kick it out of the zone as he couldn't get his stick over to the puck. Zach Struck will keep it in. And now Howard will turn back from the near side corner another time. There's a shot low to the ice. That was a pad save made, and the rebound was sticked away by Scholes. That's just the third Brookings shot right now. 4-3 in shots for the Caps. No score between either side. It's still held in. Breck Hershoff, his pass, that goes off of the skate of Grayson Hunsley. And now Floor, another good pass across. Rink-wide pass to get out of the zone. Now John Lyons, 2-on-2. He'll dump it in, maybe chase after it. It's going to wrap around the boards to the far side, where Hunsley was there, but played first by the Rangers, and Struck will chip it out. Burnt turns it his own blue line. Back up for Hunsley, who will try to backhand it into the zone, but it ends up going out of play. So the Caps will get the top line back out there on the change and a face-off coming up with 10:46 to go here in the first period. The first goal of the game is going to be a big one for either side. You just don't think that we're going to see a whole lot of goals be scored between these two teams. Cade Brecker tees it up behind the nets. Played up the boards and out by Jack Merritt. Merritt's picking up speed. 3-on-2 in the zone. There's a shot that whistles wide the blocker side of Scholes. Maybe got a piece of it, but probably was going wide either way. Isaac Dobesh for Drew. Turns it over. The Caps will swing it back in. Sanderson got to it. Throws it to the net. Save is made by Brecker. The rebound's loose, and it will be covered up by Brecker. As he was trying to push it with the stick, it was low to the ice again. It was an easy save for Brecker, but he was trying to push it out. But it went off of his own teammate, and that's why it came back to him. And he was able to cover for the whistle. 10:17 to go here in the first period. As there's a shot off the face-off from Beck, but it was blocked up. Sanderson plays it back around the boards to the far side where Schneider gets to it. He takes a small check from Beck. There's a shot that goes off of Grease, a backhand chance, and Brecker makes the save and covers for the whistle. No rebound there, 10:02 to go. Grease got hit with that initial shot trying to get out of the way and maybe redirected in. Or redirected towards the net again. 10:02 left to go here in the first period. 6-3 in shots now in favor of the Capitals. But still no score. Sanderson, a backhander, goes high over the net. It's the top of the boards. Stays in play. And around it goes by Luke Honkop. Ashton Whitty. He will turn. Whitty had a 4-goal game last night against the Mitchell Marlins. Now Hershoff, he's going to pick up speed on Dre Burnt. His shot save is made by Carter Scholes as he got in, didn't have a clear path to the net. Dre Burnt was able to mess with the shot from Hershoff, and we get a whistle with 9:41 to go. Greg Hershoff, he's still a junior. He was playing with the Rangers as an 8th grader. There's an 8th grader in this game, Carter Sanderson. There's a shot. Save is made. The rebound's loose. It got all the way through. Scholes was able to make the save with a bunch of traffic in front. Schweitzer just couldn't quite get to the puck. The Caps were thinking offense, but Schweitzer couldn't keep it in the zone. Now Herman will dump it in for the Caps. 9:23 to play in the first period. The Rangers again, they exit the zone so smoothly. And now Ashton Whitty enters the zone, 1-on-3. A good stick from Corbin Beestrom. Now here is a play from behind the nets for the Rangers as they'll start to make a change. And behind the net again, the Rangers still have it. That is Richter. His pass broken up by Howard. And now the Rangers are starting to hem in the Capitals. Howard with a couple of pushes on Bortnum. And now it'll be cleared out by the Caps. It will go down far enough for an icing. And a whistle with 8:45 left to go here in the first period. 6-5 in shots now in favor of the Caps. 8:45 left to go. These two teams, while the Rangers won't play the Capitals in back-to-back games, they'll play Sioux Falls, I believe, on Friday. The Caps will see the Rangers again their next game on Saturday. Comes in front, and they will stuff it in. Talon Richter stuffed it in. A good pass. They had Scholes looking to his right. They passed it back to Richter on the left of Scholes. And then by the time that Scholes was able to find out where it was at, it was Talon Richter that was stuffing it in on the 5-hole of Carter Scholes. And Richter has his 4th goal of the season, and the third line scores first for the Rangers with 8:39 to play here in the first period. Wait to see all. We'll get the full scoring total. In front of the net, there's a shot that gets blocked up. Bortnum gets the lone assist. So it is 1-0 here for the Brookings Rangers in the first period. Devin Dotson, he'll carry it in. And there's that big first goal of the game that the Capitals now have to find a way to tie this up. They don't want to go down by 2 goals here to the Rangers. Off the glass, that should be an icing called against the Caps. Nope, they're going to wave it off. And a big check, Sanderson, but he takes the most of it. With 7:55 to go here in the first period. That one gets all the way through. Owen Schneider looking to go in front for maybe Powers. Instead, Schneider tried to take it around the net. And then the Rangers intercept a pass. Schneider goes across. It was tipped by Floor, so it didn't get to Powers. Sanderson over for Howard in the neutral zone. Grease is able to keep a foot to it to keep it out of the zone. Where the Rangers now have it. Backhanded in by Schneider, not deep, but it was off the stick of now Powers. Where the Caps try to exit the zone. Grease will touch it along. He's got Sanderson trying to get to the net. Grease goes down. Sanderson behind the net with the two different Ranger players on him. Sanderson trying to put a body on someone. That pass over for Grease. Just a bouncing, rolling puck. Tried to center it. It was intercepted by the Rangers. And now Brookings back in the neutral zone. Hershoff is in. He'll swing wide. There's a tough shot that's going to go off the shoulder of Scholes. And as he was shrugging it off, took the net off its moorings for a whistle. With 6:59 to play here in the first period. And a 1-0 lead for Brookings. Talon Richter got the goal. It was a good pass from Logan Bortnam. Caps had plenty of great passes in that game last night against Sioux Falls, too. It'll be much more difficult to make those same passes here against a good defensive team in Brookings. Carboneau has it in the neutral zone. He fans on a pass attempt. And now here come the Rangers back 1-on-3. That Struck will bring it in. Zach Struck swings wide from behind the net. He'll play to the far side corner. Leaves it for Whitty. There's a backhand pass. That's going to be intercepted by the Caps. Carboneau flips it out of the zone. And Jacob Drew will pass it across for his defensive partner where it goes up for Ashton Whitty. And the Rangers are right back in, but Whitty goes off of his own teammate, Talon Richter. And Schweitzer now. He'll dump it in. Didn't get very far. Dre Burnt was in, but he decided to stay back in his defensive position. Keller Herman looking for John Lyons. That goes off of Ryan Wadine's glove as the Rangers dumped it in. Now Wadine will turn. He'll throw it back out of the zone. Luke Honkamp will wait. He'll dump it back in. And it'll be around here for Burnt. Burnt plays it back around. John Lyons will take it. He'll try and feed it farther along. Dodson couldn't get to it first, though, as it was played from Jack Merritt. Now here is a shot that was up high. It was off of Wadine, so it never got to the net. And then it was trying to be chipped out by the Capitals. And Dre Burnt was trying to chip it out, but he was getting taken down as that happened. And it will go the puck out of play with 5:35 left to go here in the first period. Face off to the right of Scholes. It is won by the Capitals. Hunsley. Instead, it's the Rangers will take it. Schneider will play it back behind the net. Isaac Schulte got run into by Howard. Off the glass, that rolled off the stick of Honkamp. And Trent Peterson will race after it. And Peterson wraps around the boards, but Lyons got to it before it came out of the zone. And then a pass back to the slot, but no one was there. That came off the stick of Dodson. Schneider, he gets run into by Dodson. A little bit physical game between these two teams, but it has been a penalty-less game so far. That should be iced by the Rangers, and it will be an icing with 4:57 left to go here in the first period. Caps went 1 for 5 in the power play yesterday, although there was more 1 for 3. They had the power play started with exactly 2 minutes to go, then they had a 5-on-3. The Rangers went 1 for 2 on the power play. Mitchell went 1 for 3. Their lone goal came in the second period on the power play, so the Caps are going to, it's hard to bait this team into taking penalties, but if you can get a power play, you've got to make sure you take advantage of it. There's a pass trying to go for the slot for Sanderson, but went off maybe the stick of Brecker. And there's a pass into the zone for the Rangers. Hershoff got to it, put it back behind the net. And Zach Struck, he gets run into by Floor. There's a pass, goes all the way through the slot and back out to the point where Honkamp will take a shot. That goes off of a body in front and goes wide. Now Sanderson picks up the puck from the neutral zone. He's going to try and chip and chase it. And a good stick for the Rangers, not allowing Sanderson the opportunity to take a shot. 4:20 left to go here in the first period. Sanderson for the far side corner. He'll wait. He'll try and throw it to the net. Instead, it goes back for Beck. Grease couldn't get his stick out to it as he was tangled up with Jacob Drew in front of the net. And now Burnt plays it across for Beestrom. And Beestrom will dump it in. He'll chase after it. Around the boards, Beck tried to win the race to it. Could not. The Rangers out of the zone and back to the blue line where Dre Burnt will turn, get it back out. The Rangers have to try and tag back up. They finally do, but Dre Burnt has it again, and he takes down Talon Richter trying to go around him, end up going through him. And Ashton Grease back in the zone. Grease looking for an opportunity. He throws that one through the slot. Schweitzer waits for it. His shot goes off of a couple sticks, and there's another chance for Grease. Save is made, but a penalty is coming up on the Rangers. It'll be a roughing call on the Rangers, and the Capitals have their first power play. Drew dropped his stick and then end up getting called for a rough on Grease, who was in front, who had a shot. But a rough is called with 3:28 to go, and this is a huge opportunity for the Hawaii Capitals. A power play here for the Caps with 3:28 to go. Here in the first period, down 1-0. Jaden Floor winds up with a shot. That one's off the blocker of Brecker. And the Rangers are able to get the puck out of the zone quickly. Jaden Floor will just barely beat Borton under the puck. Floor, his pass, looking for someone but misses. And it will be all the way back down. And now Keenan Howard will take it. I mentioned earlier that Howard had the overtime goal. That was against the Rangers last year. Sanderson's got the overtime goal for the Caps this year. And they're one overtime game. Caps are, this is the difficulty right now. If you don't win that faceoff and don't get anything set up, it's hard against this PK to get yourself set up. Howard lost the puck as he got in. Now here's Jaden Floor, nearly lost the puck. John Lyons here with 1:10 to go on the power play. Off of a couple of skates, and an offside is called. So they will get, the Caps will get a break here and get the first unit on for the power play. Grease, Sanderson, and Beck, along with Burnt and Wadine. Wadine's kind of that guy that he's that grinder for the Caps on the power play. If they can get set up, he's going to go in front of the net. You got to think he's going to go in front of the net. Wadine waits, his pass for Grease in the neutral zone. The Caps will try and dump it in. Didn't get it very far. Dobash has it. He'll turn off the glove of Burnt. And then Wadine, could have been a hand pass that was called against the Caps. Was not. There's still 43 seconds left to go. And now Wadine will pick it back up. Over now for Grease. Grease started to dump it in, but he could not again. This Ranger team is so good defensively. It's hard to get, and that's been the problem for the Capitals, is getting set up on the power play. If they can get their power play set up, here's Burt that comes in, but a good stick again from the Rangers, and another clear. If you can get set up, this power play for the Caps is very dangerous. But if you can't get yourself set up, and that's been the Capitals' bugaboo on the power play, is just getting set up. And the Caps are going to go shotless on the power play as they'll clear it one more time all the way down and back to full strength. It went down on net, so Carter Scholes will wait. He'll play it up the boards, and it'll be played out here for Jaron Beck. Beck's pass off the glove of Richter, and then it was played back again by the Rangers, where Wadine now has it for the Caps. That's tapped on the wrong side of the red line, and it goes down for an icing. Jaron Beck was a step behind the red line. And we get a whistle with 1:07 to go here in the first period. So the first power play for the Caps, like a lot of times against the Brookings Rangers, is kind of non-existent. No shots on the power play. Had one, maybe they did have one shot with Jaden Floor off the blocker of Brecker, but that was right at the very beginning. Final minute of the first period. Comes back to the blue line. Jacob Drew holds the zone. Around the boards to the far side. Schweitzer is over there. He had Merritt pinned to the boards. But Richter will swing it around. And out of the zone it goes by Herman. Right back in by the Rangers. 38 seconds to go. Jaden Floor waits. Plays it off the boards to himself. Now a pass over on the tape of Andre Carboneau. Carboneau tried to carry it in. He gets pushed off he tried to move the puck around, and then he got pushed away where he couldn't get to it, but it was too far away anyway, and Brecker was able to cover for a whistle with 27.8 left to go here in the period. 7-7 in shots. 27.8 off his zone face-off for the Caps. It's taken by Sanderson. He'll try and turn. Sanderson with a shot, and a save is made by Brecker. And another whistle here with 20.8 left to go. So Dre Burnt will step on the ice for Jaden Floor. Grease will look to win the faceoff back to Sanderson. He won it cleanly, but it goes all the way back as Burnt will chip at it. Played around, and it will be a hand pass called as Grease touched it first. He tried to time it where the Ranger player would touch it first, and then he'd take it from him. But ends up being a hand pass that goes out of the zone with 13.4 left to go here in the period. Grease and Woody on the faceoff. It's won by Grease. Passed over from Burnt. Howard tried to take a shot at it. And they will not have icing. That probably should have been icing. 3 seconds to go. Sanderson trying to find a way to get to the front of the net. They're not going to be able to, and it will end the period. It's a 1-0 lead here for the Brookings Rangers at the end of the first period. The Caps actually outshot the Rangers 8-7 in the period, but Talon Richter got the lone goal as Logan Bortnam got the assist, and the Rangers lead at 1-0 here at the end of the first period. We'll step aside. We'll come back and have our first intermission report for you. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace Pools and Spas. Looking to make your home more relaxing for the holidays? Maybe a hot tub, a sauna, pool table, game table, a fire table, or great quality outdoor furniture, or whether you're looking to add a little life to your party. We carry a full line of accessories for all. Don't assume we don't have it. Give us an opportunity to check. We will guarantee the lowest prices in the state. We service everything we sell. Leisure Palace is locally owned and operated for over 30 years, located on the corner of Euclid and Capitol in Pierre.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Now that the 2021 portion of the Sully Buttes basketball season is behind us, it's time to look ahead to 2022 and all that it holds. The Chargers will travel to rivalry games and be at home to defend their court against top-notch competition. One thing is for sure, Country 95.3 FM will be there to bring you all the action. This is D.T. Meyer. I hope you'll join me for all of the games on your home for Charger Sports, Country 95.3 FM, PeerCountry.com, and on YouTube at Country 95.3 FM Sports. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Sanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Steve Steele, the head coach for the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
As we welcome you back here into the first intermission, the Hawaii Capitals, they trail the Brookings Rangers 1-0 at the end of the first. Caps are able to outshoot the Rangers 8-7 in the first period, but it was the lone goal. Talon Richter got the goal from Logan Bortnam. It was a good play. Logan Bortnam behind the net was able to throw it back as Scholes was moving from left to right. He was able to go back to Richter behind the net, and Richter cut in front and was able to stuff it in. Five-hole of Carter Scholes, who realized what was happening. By the time he did, you get that edge work going, and it's just hard to keep your pad, both pads down enough to cover up that five-hole, and Richter is able to score to make it 1-0. Caps are 0 for 1 in the power play right now as Jacob Drew had the only penalty against the Brookings Rangers. That was the only penalty against the entire game, and the Caps had just one shot at the beginning of the power play, and that was it. And the Rangers defensively just didn't allow the Caps to get anything in. You get the offensive zone faceoff, so you know you're going to have, if you win the faceoff, you can have some offensive zone time. And there was nothing wrong with Jaden Floor's shot, and he's got a whistler of a shot, but it ended up being the only opportunity that the Capitals had, because then once the Rangers cleared the zone once, that was it. They weren't getting anything else out of that. So unfortunately, the Caps right now down 1-0 at the end of the first period. And 8 shots to 7 in favor of the Caps, but we'll start the second period 5-on-5, and it's going to be a big one here for the Caps to try and find a way to get that equalizer and tie this game up at some point here in the second period. Because like I said, if you go down 2-0 or 2 goals at any point to the Brookings Rangers, it's not over, but history tells you it's over. This Ranger team doesn't give up a whole lot of goals to begin with. And really, when you look at it, what the Rangers have done all season, they haven't given up 2 goals in a game. So to get a win here today, you're going to have to score 2 goals. Be the first team to do it this season to score 2 goals on the Brookings Rangers and against Cade Brecker in a game, because he has not allowed more than just 1 goal. So the Caps had a good start to this game, and overall, this is a good first period for the Hawaii Capitals. Down just 1-0 at the end of the first. Yeah, you like to be 0-0, have the lead, but you're going to take what's given to you, and right now it's a 1-0 deficit, and there's nothing to change, because you don't need a goal until the last second of the third period. So you can play the second period. You're not trying to chase the game right now. You're trying to continue to play like you have been, because if all you got to do is put 1 shot in the back of the net, you can continue to play your way, and the way the Capitals have played this year, at some point that goal is going to go in. Caps lead it 1-0 here at the end of the first period. We will step aside when we come back. We will talk about the rest of the games around the state, including the Hawaii Lady Capitals, who are in action in Mitchell, taking on the Marlins. We'll give you a score update and those around the state. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Assistant Captain Jaden Floor, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back in here, the first intermission report continues here in Brookings as the Caps, they trail it right now 1-0 to the Brookings Rangers. Elsewhere around the state, we talked about the one game that is final in boys varsity. Sioux Falls won, beat Yankton 7-3 in Yankton earlier today. Sioux Falls won, and Brookings will play on Friday here in Brookings. And then Huron-Mitchell will play Friday as well. And then the Capitals will take on Brookings on Saturday. That's a 7 o'clock start. 6:40 will start coverage here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Elsewhere in girls varsity hockey, it is the Sioux Center Storm that they won their game 4-1 over the Watertown Lakers. Sioux Falls Flyers beat the Brookings Rangers 9-0. Sioux Falls now at 10-0. And they continue to be really good. They look like the team to beat right now. The Mitchell Marlins, who are 7-1, they are trailing right now to the Oahe Lady Capitals. Ashton Lee, Cami Larson, Addison Gray, all with goals for the Oahe Capitals. Brooke Jarman's got both for the Marlins. The Caps actually had a 3-1 lead. It's now 3-2, and I believe that game is going into the third period. Should be going into the third period, as it is going to be fun to watch how that game ends. We're going to keep an eye on it. We'll give you updates here in the second period, as well as into the third period, or in the second intermission. We'll give you that final score. But the Caps, Lady Caps, right now leading the Mitchell Marlins 3-2. Those two teams will play again on Friday. That'll be our next girls broadcast, as the Oahe Lady Capitals will host the Mitchell Marlins on Friday, 8 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 7:40 on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Glad to be broadcasting some girls hockey, and of course both the boys and girls varsity tournaments can be heard here on Capital City Rock, and watch them on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The girls tournament will be out in Aberdeen. The boys tournament will be in Sioux Falls. We'll have all of those for you, all 22 of those games for you on Capital City Rock, and it'll be available to watch on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. It is a 1-0 lead for the Brookings Rangers here at the end of the first period. The Caps are out shooting the Rangers 8-7 so far in this contest, but are trailing 1-0 at the end of one. Back after this with the start of the second period. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace Pools and Spas. Looking to make your home more relaxing for the holidays? Maybe a hot tub, a sauna, pool table, game table, a fire table, or great quality outdoor furniture, or whether you're looking to add a little life to your party. We carry a full line of accessories for all. Don't assume we don't have it. Give us an opportunity to check. We will guarantee the lowest prices in the state. We service everything we sell. Leisure Palace is locally owned and operated for over 30 years, located on the corner of Euclid and Capitol in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Friday night, the Hawaii Lady Capitals are at home and face an offensive-minded Mitchell Marlins. This is Sports Director John Winkler. After playing the Marlins in Mitchell on Sunday, the Lady Caps will face the same team on Friday, looking for 2 big points. Coverage will begin at 7:40 with puck drop at 8 o'clock. The Hawaii Capitals and Mitchell Marlins, Friday night hockey at the Expo Center on your home for the Hawaii Capitals. Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Hi, this is Dre Burnt. assistant captain of the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here and are getting set for the second period, we will start 5-on-5 as the Brookings Rangers have returned from their locker room and on the ice. The Capitals are just moments away from stepping back out on the ice. The Rangers would go from right to left, the Oahe Capitals from left to right. Again, the Caps were outshot 8-7. They outshot the Rangers 8-7 in that first period. And we'll be looking to do the same and maybe outscore the Rangers 1-0 in this second period. We'll see who will start for either side, for each side, to get this second period underway. Carter Scholes stopped 6 of 7 shots. Cade Brecker stopped all 8 shots. And it looks like it will be the top line for the Oahe Capitals, along with Jaden Floor and Keenan Howard, to get things started for the Oahe Capitals. We'll see who is out on the ice for the Brookings Rangers to start the second period. Hershoff, looks like maybe the top line. Hershoff, Schneider, and Whitty. Nope, everybody's going to go off. It's going to be Merritt, Bortnum, and Richter. So I was completely wrong. And it's going to be Peterson and Honkamp. 17 minutes are on the clock. We're underway to start the second period. And the Oahe Capitals down 1-0. They win the opening face-off. Jaden Floor from behind his own nets. They'll try and flip it up out in front, but it will be taken by the Rangers. Howard with a stick over there. And a penalty is coming up on Keenan Howard. And a rough is called on Howard. So the Caps will quickly go on their first Hermanson endodontics penalty kill, as he ends up hitting Logan Bortnum and gets called for a rough. Bortnum went a little awkward in the boards. And so it'll be the first Hermanson endodontics penalty kill here in the second period. 6:14:43, just 17 seconds in. And the Caps will now have to try and kill a huge penalty against to try and keep it 1-0. The Rangers open up with a face-off win. Owen Schneider to the top of the face-off circle. There's a pass that's intercepted by Barrett Schweitzer. Now it will be Hershoff carrying it in. His shot goes off of his stick, and it goes high up into the netting and out of play. And we get a whistle with 16:26 to go here in the period. 16 seconds gone by in the first power play for the Brookings Rangers. Schweitzer and Herman will go off the ice. Ashton Grease and Jaron Beck will step on the ice as the forwards. Jaden Floor off the face-off win from Grease, off the glass, and redirected all the way down. On its edge, it will go all the way down, and the Rangers will have to go the length of the ice right now. Ashton Whitty, a quick pass up for Bortnum. He'll throw it over on the right side, and here come now the Rangers back in. Hershoff behind the net. All the way around, back to the point for Whitty. Played back down to the face-off circle. There's a shot, and it goes in. Hershoff scores, beats Scholes. And Breck Hershoff goes over the top of the blocker of Carter Scholes and in. And the Rangers now lead it 2-0 with 15:59 to play here in the second period. Hershoff is 14th of the season. Whitty will get the assist. He had 2 assists yesterday, 4 goals. He had 6 points for the Rangers yesterday. And he's now got his 13th assist of the season. So now the Caps are down 2-0, and they've got to find a way to cut it to 1. At some point here in the second period, have to try and find a way to cut it to 1. Corbin Beestrom behind his net. Yeah, just Whitty gets the only assist, but it's a 2-0 huge deficit now. There's a stick that goes high up in the air, and the Oahe Capitals are going to get a penalty for it. Talon Richter lost his stick, and what is the penalty for? Interference. If he lifts the stick and lifts the stick out of his hands, and maybe he threw the stick out of the hands. That's why Jaron Beck's going to the penalty box. Didn't see it, but if it was just a stick lift and Richter didn't have a good hold of his stick, that wouldn't be a penalty. But the Caps are called for interference, And now they really have got to find a way to kill off this penalty. Maybe look for a shorthanded goal. There, Schweitzer goes down, and we're going to go to 4-on-4. Interference going to be called on Logan Portnam. So it will be 4-on-4. 15-22 left to go here in the second period. And so it'll be 5 seconds of a power play for the Caps, unless there's other penalties. But we'll play 4-on-4 for a minute 55. Whitty a pass. That one goes outside past the blue line. Burnt will pass it over for Beestrom. Now Beestrom gains the red line. He'll dump it in. He'll go off the side of the net. Sanderson trying to backhand it in front. Now a pass looking from the Caps could not get to it. That was Beestrom trying to find a backhand pass for Sanderson. Now Grease will take it over. He'll get it around. And now Grease carries it in with Dre Burnt along. Grease, good stick work from Honkop. We might have got away with an interference penalty on Grease early on. Burnt will have to come off for a change. Sanderson will take it from the blue line. He'll wrap it around the boards to the near side as Keenan Howard will step up. A lot of open space right now with still a minute and 3 seconds left to go on 4-on-4. There's a shot that goes off the stick of Brecker and goes into the corner. Howard trying to get a tough angle shot to go in, trying to stuff it in. Howard with a shot again, and Brecker makes the save, and we'll get the whistle with 14:20 to go here in the second period. .53 seconds left to go on the 4-on-4. Andre Carbonell will take the face-off. John Lyons on the ice as well as the forward. Lyons a pass across for Carbonell. He gets taken down. There's backhander in front from Lyons as the puck was just sitting there, and Brecker made the save. And now the Rangers will escape into the neutral zone. Zach Struck, he'll dump it in. Keenan Howard behind his own net, plays up the boards for Carboneau, just a little bit too far from him, held in by Jacobson. And now Jack Merritt plays it back behind the Capitals' cage. Howard is able to tie him up, kick it along for Floor. 17 to go on the 4-on-4. Floor thinking offense as well. His shot, that goes off of the blocker of Brecker, and it goes off the glass, stays in play. And now Keenan Howard back from the neutral zone, trying to play it up for John Lyons. It'll be dumped back in by the Rangers. So now the Capitals will have 5 seconds of a power play. Jaden Floor waits, and now throws it up for Jaron Beck, who will get into the zone. Beck toe drags around one man, and then he is bumped off the puck by the Rangers. And then now it'll be Jaden Floor. His pass is going to be intercepted by Hershoff. Keenan Howard, he'll turn on the backhand. It stays in the zone for the Rangers. That pass goes across. Big battle in front of the net between Jaden Floor and Talon Richter. Floor flips it up. Ashton Grease will try and push Peterson out of the zone with the puck, but Hershoff takes it over. His pass off of a skate, and now Sanderson will break free into the neutral zone. He'll get it around one man, but it was off of his skates, and Peterson is able to play it back to the blue line where the Caps momentarily hold the zone. And now they should ice it. Will it go the distance? Nope, they wave it off at the last second. Dre Burnt, I don't think he really gave up on the play, but they wave off the icing at the last second. 12:25 to go here in the second period. And it's played back in. Ryan Wadine, that one goes far enough for an icing as Wadine couldn't get to the puck. It was touched on the wrong side of the red line from the Rangers. And we get a whistle with 12:20 to go here in the second period. 12-8 in shots in favor of the Hawaii Capitals. But unfortunately, the Caps out shooting by the Rangers by 4, down 2-0. Face-off is won by the Caps. Dre Burnt will turn. He'll throw it into the corner on the near side. That pass in front. The shot and save is made. Hunsley had a great one-time chance, but Brecker made a nice save with the right pad. Burnt steps up, gets it. His shot goes off of Honkop. Doesn't make it to the net. Played back by the Rangers and out of the zone. And now here comes Owen Schneider in, one-on-one with John Lyons. He'll get around Lyons. A tough angle shot. A save is made by Scholes. Kept in the zone by the Rangers, but around the boards it goes by the Caps, and Peterson couldn't keep it in. It goes off of his skate and out of the zone. Lyons now with a lot of time in the neutral zone. He'll dump it in. He's going to go off for a change. Hunsley comes off or goes into attack. Carboneau and Schweitzer are on the ice now. A couple of players tumble. As it will be out of the zone now here for the Rangers. Owen Schneider trying to find a way to get in front. Schneider on from his knee. The shot and a save is made by Scholes. Able to sprawl to make the save. And we get a whistle with 11:18 to go. What a save by Carter Scholes. Sprawled down. Schneider got the shot away even though he was down on a knee. And it will be an offensive zone faceoff here. Burnt up at the blue line. It was not held in. The Rangers have to tag back up. So Dre Burnt's got time to pick up the puck and skate in the neutral zone, although he failed on a pass attempt. So it's dumped back in by the Rangers. Ryan Wadine. His pass intercepted by Whitty at the top of the zone. His shot was blocked by a stick. Pass in front. Nobody there except for Breck Hershoff, and it's now 3-0. The Caps are out of position. Breck Hershoff was all in front, and he's able to get over the top of the glove of Carter Scholes. And it's now a 3-0 game. Hershoff's got his second this afternoon. And this is what the Rangers do. They start to snowball it on you. And with 10:54 left to go, the Caps are down 3-0. (13-10) in shots, but the Rangers are up 3-0. Even though they're being outshot by 3. Hershoff now has 15 on the season. Back in front, Powers trying to jam it in. Whitty gets the assist. A second assist. He's now got 14 in the season. As it's back out, Jacobson, a pass that goes across. And dumped back in by the Rangers with 10:25 to go in the second period. Rangers lead at 3-0 over the Capitals. Schweitzer. His pass out of the zone, misses Herman. Thrown back in by Jacobson. Goes off the side of the net. And now Jaden Floor's pass intercepted by Whitty another time. Comes in front, another chance. That save is made by Scholes. And the Caps continue to turn it over, trying to exit the zone. Hershoff had another opportunity in front. Whitty started that last sequence with the goal by intercepting a pass. And then the Caps turned it back over another time to Ashton Whitty. 10:07 left to go here in the second period. Referee and linesman run into each other. When the referee was talking with Coach Kirchhoff for the Rangers. Whitty played it back in, not deep. Beastrom now. Pass over for Jaron Beck. Hershoff on his backhand. That'll be at the blue line. Whitty got it in, but right to Dre Burnt. His pass for Sanderson, but Sanderson wasn't looking for it. Now here's Hershoff looking for the hat trick, trying to stuff it in. Could not, but the pass, but the puck is in front. There's another chance to save is made by Scholes. He's scrambling for it, and the rebound now finally goes out, but not out of the zone. Whitty intercepts another pass as the Caps are trying to exit the zone. Hershoff gets pinned to the boards. Zach Struck, he gets run down by Jaron Beck. Now Burnt takes it. He's going to pick up speed in the neutral zone. He'll start to carry it in. Burnt on the backhand. A shot goes behind Brecker. Tries it, turns it, comes in front, and Sanderson couldn't find the puck, but he's able to find a stick to it as he's falling to the ice, but the Rangers are still able to close it and get out of the zone. Would have been played by high stick. There's a turnover. Sanderson has it, trying to come in front. He gets tackled down. Capitals fans are yelling, but there is no call, and the Caps will dump it back in the zone as they will start to make a change. That pass goes through the slot, but no one there. Howard now will turn. Howard with a shot. He scores! Keenan Howard makes it 3-1 with 8:36 to play in the second period. That's a big-time goal for Keenan Howard to get the Caps back within 2, his 5th of the season. And Keenan Howard has given the Capitals some life. 8:36 left to go here in the second period. Now you got that first one for the Caps. Now you got to find a way to get the second one. Devin Dodson, pass over for Grayson Hunsley. He can cut this deficit to 1 goal going into the third period. That'd be monumental. Jaden Floor runs into a man here on the near side. And around it goes John Lyons. Grayson Hunsley. Devin Dotson trying to run into one of the defensemen for the Rangers. Back again where Floor. That shot coming towards the net. It was blocked up. And then another block shot. That pass in front. Floor's the only one there. Almost lost the puck, but can't clear it, but he did throw it back out towards the blue line. Now Howard blocks a shot, and Keenan Howard with one. Now he overskates the puck. And a pass for Dodson is taken back over. There's a check from Jaden Floor, and that's going to be a penalty. Hershoff turned to the last second, and Floor gets called for the penalty. That's a rough. And the Caps are now back on the penalty kill again. 7:40 to play here in the second period. Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill, the now third Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill. Rangers are 1 for 2 in the power play. Hershoff, pass goes across, a one-time chance, they score. And just like that, the Rangers get the goal back, and they lead it 4-1. As Logan Bortnum gets his 10th of the season. Hershoff will get the assist. I believe Whitty will get the other one. That'll be his third assist already for Ashton Whitty. And with 7:33 to go, a minute and 3 seconds later, the Rangers have opened back up a 3-goal lead. And now 2 for 3 in the power play. Wait to hear the official scoring total on that one. If it is going to be Hershoff and then along with Whitty to get the assists. But Bortnum had a one-time chance, and Carter Schultz had no opportunity going from right to left. It was a fantastic feed from Breck Hershoff, who will now have his 10th assist of the season. Andre Carbonell at his own blue line. As one's dumped back in by the Rangers. Owen Schneider. Hershoff and Ashton Whitty get the assist. So Whitty's got 3 assists on the 4 goals scored right now by the Brookings Rangers. Jacobson throws it towards the net. That's blocked up by Dre Burns. Back around on the near side. The Rangers have another time. Now Burnt will clear the zone, and it will roll all the way down for an icing with 6:30 to play here in the second period. So the Caps are able to get within 2 to make it 3-1 with 8:36 to go. But then at 7:33, it was right back to Logan Bortnum, making it a 4-1 game. Hershoff and Whitty got the assists on the power play. And now 2 for 3 in the game on the power play are the Brookings Rangers. Howard has it for the Caps. Off the boards, out of the zone. They're going to wave off icing. It was Jacob Drew that got to it first for the Rangers. Turnover. Grease with a shot goes off of Sanderson. It was going to go wide anyway. Sanderson trying to throw it back to the net. Now Grease trying to put it back in front, but Beck and Grease are both behind the net. Sanderson hadn't got quite to the middle yet. Howard on the backhand. Plays it back down. They're going to wave off icing. So Grease got to it. He's going to try and swing around, try and stuff it in, and the net comes off its moorings as the puck went behind the net, and the clock runs down to 5:47 to go here in the second period. 4-1 is their score. The Caps out shooting the Rangers 15-13, but are down by 3 right now as we are starting to get late here in the second period. Face-off is won by the Rangers. And the Rangers out into the neutral zone. Howard got to the puck. But then it's flipped back in by Brookings, where Jaden Floor will take it. Goes off the boards, nearly turned it over. And Ashton Grease is there in the slot to clear the zone. And it goes off, it rolls off the boards, and there will be an icing on the Hawaii Capitals. That one took a bad hop for the Capitals because it rolled on top of the boards instead of coming down and giving Sanderson an opportunity for the hand-eye to knock it down. But it'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Rangers with 5:24 to play in the second period. It's won by Brookings. From the point, a shot and a right pad save made by Scholes. Another chance redirected off the side of the nets by Bortnum. And then it's flipped into the net by Howard. And another whistle. Dobesh had the shot. It was redirected by Bortnum. Dobesh's shot was going to go wide by about 5 feet. And Bortnum was able to redirect it off the side of the net. Dobesh, after the faceoff was able to play it into the far side corner. But the Caps trying to clear it out. Good kick there by Dobesh to hold the line. That was a fantastic play by number 9 of Brookings. That one's flipped high out of the zone. Played back to Floor, and the Caps now will enter the zone 1-on-4 with Floor. And he couldn't get around all of those Rangers. Hunsley, though, there's a rebound chance. It goes off the side of the net from Dodson. As Brecker is falling over, his stick is on the side of the net. And Brecker, I don't know if he got that last opportunity or not, but the Caps nearly had. There's another turnover. Hershoff looking for a hat trick. A shot and a save is made by Scholes. John Lyons around the board. Owen Schneider will hold the zone. Pass goes across to the point. Walking in, there's a shot that goes wide after it was off of someone in front. Goes back out, and another chance. There's another save. Whitty trying to get the rebound chance. Scholes has dropped his goalie stick. There's another shot that goes wide. Scholes is trying to pick up the goalie stick. He does. Now Whitty with a shot goes off of a stick, and it goes off. No, I guess it did actually fall out of play, but it went off the ceiling to get a whistle with 3:55 to play here in the second period. Now the Rangers are out shooting the Capitals 17-15 and a 4-1 lead here with 3:55 left in the second period. Faceoff was won by the Rangers. Pass goes in front, looking for a chance to direct it in, but now an opportunity for the Capitals going the other way. 1-on-1 for Ashton Grease. Grease tried to swing wide, a backhand to the net goes wide, and then Grease runs into Brecker, and it will come out of the zone. Grease will have to tag back up, and the Rangers now have it. Sanderson timed it perfectly to get in as Grease was escaping the zone. Sanderson ran in to one of the Ranger players, and then now we get a whistle. A rough is called against Carter Sanderson. Frustration starting the show for the Capitals. Sanderson gets called for the rough with 3:27 to go. And the Rangers now have their fourth power play. They're 2 for 3 so far. In a 4-1 game, 3:27 to go here in the second period. Sanderson in the box for 2 or less. The Rangers are 2 for 3 in the power play. Here is Honkop. Pass goes across. Shot was blocked out, and then Scholes is able to cover for a whistle. And a good diving play, I believe, by Burt to stop the shot attempt. But the Rangers are going from right to left to right to left, and the quads of Scholes have got to be on fire right now. That one's thrown in by Peterson. Behind the net, Richter. Back out top for Honkop. He'll wait, throw it back down for Richter. Zach Struck was right behind him. Went off the stick of Richter. Wind up shot. There's a redirect that goes just wide, but it's still taken here by the Rangers. Pass goes back for Honkop. And now we will get a whistle, and a crease is called against the Brookings Rangers. 2:48 left to go here in the second period. .122 left in the power play. Grease and Merritt on the faceoff. It's won by Merritt. Schneider over now for Bortnum. And Logan Bortnum pass for Whitty. Now to the side for Hershoff. He starts to carry it in. That was off the stick, batted down, nearly got to the net. Might have got to the net where Scholes was able to make the save. Caps can't clear it. Held in by Whitty. Pass goes back to Whitty at the point. Throws it over for Hershoff. Walks to the faceoff dot. Waits. A shot save is made off the blocker by Scholes. Hirschoff again still with it. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Back out to Whitty at the point. Whitty waits. His shot didn't get all the way through. Another chance for Schneider as he came following it up, but he shot it wide to the glove side. And it will go all the way down. The Caps are able to make the clear and to get a couple of guys fresh on the ice. Howard and Floor both step on the ice. Jaron Beck is late on his shift. Floor trying to pass it over for Beck. Now they'll throw it over for Grease. Grease waits, and now we'll dump it in. Schweitzer steps on the ice. Brecker will tee it up with 15 to go on the power play. Ashton Whitty. Ashton Grease runs into him, but he got a pass over for Schneider. Good stick from Floor. Still on the near side boards. Floor tried to turn and clear, but could not. Richter. Although it's taken by Howard, and the Caps are back to 5-on-5. And a hand pass will be called with 1:21 left to go here in the period. And the faceoff will be, where will they spot the faceoff? It will be in the neutral zone, just outside the Brookings blue line. 4-1 with 1:21 to go in the second. Stay tuned for the second intermission. We'll get you a recap of this second period and scores across the state. We'll fill you in on the Oahe Lady Capitals and Mitchell Marlins in their game playing in Mitchell. That should be closing in on the end of regulation. Here is Jaden Floor. His pass up for Lyons, just a little bit too far, but Lyons nearly turned it was able to steal it. But the Rangers just able to get it back out of the zone. Richter tried to push it into the zone, didn't get all of it. So now Floor pass, trying to thread the needle on to John Lyons. That one could not. That one off the glove of Dotson. They might have got away with the hand pass. That one's knocked down at the shoulders of Peterson, not a high stick. Lyons is able to hold the zone with 35 seconds to go. Here's Keenan Howard. Howard will turn. His backhander all the way back around. Floor steps up looking for a shot. That one was blocked up by one of the Rangers players. That was Honkamp. He's really slow. He's laboring trying to stay on the ice. Howard moves in with 15 seconds to go. It's a period of the long change, so Honkamp's going to try and get the puck out of the zone before he go off for a change. 8 seconds left to go. Dodson gets run into. He comes back with a push. There's a chance for Howard, but the time will run out. And we will get the end of the period. And does not look like there's any penalties that will be called at the end of that one. So a 4-1 lead for the Brookings Rangers at the end of 2 periods. The Caps are outshot by the Rangers 11-7 in that period. And it is 4-1 off of 3 second period goals for the Brookings Rangers. We will step aside. We'll come back and have the second intermission report for you. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace Pools and Spas. Looking to make your home more relaxing for the holidays? Maybe a hot tub, a sauna, pool table, game table, a fire table, or great quality outdoor furniture. Or whether you're looking to add a little life to your party. We carry a full line of accessories for all. Don't assume we don't have it. Give us an opportunity to check. We will guarantee the lowest prices in the state. We service everything we sell. Leisure Palace is locally owned and operated for over 30 years. Located on the corner of Euclid and Capitol in Pierre.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Tuesday night, the Sully Butte Charger girls get back into action in a game you can hear on Country 95.3 FM. This is DT Meyer. The Chargers will be at home to take on the talented Phillip Lady Scotties. Tip-off is set for 7:45 with the pregame to start at 7:30. See how the new year starts. The Phillip Lady Scotties and Sully Buttes Chargers. Girls basketball action Tuesday night on your home for Charger Sports. Country 95.3 FM, PureCountry.com, and on YouTube at Country 95.3 FM Sports. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Sanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Ashton Grease, captain of the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt as we welcome you in here to the second intermission report as the Oahe Capitals trail the Brookings Rangers 4-1 at the end of two periods. The Rangers outshoot the Capitals 11-7 in the second period, and they outscore the Caps 3-1 in the second period. Breck Hershov got the scoring started early on in the second on a power play goal from Ashton Whitty. That came a minute and 1 second into the second period to make it 2-0. Then Hershov got another goal from Ashton Whitty to make it 3-0. That came with 10:54 to go in the second period. Keenan Howard, just about 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes later, made it 3-1. He had an unassisted goal to make it a 3-1 game, but then it was Logan Bortnam on the power play from Hershov and Whitty to make it 4-1, and that is where we stand here at the end of two periods. The White Caps right now are the frustration has kind of hasn't boiled over. I don't want to say it's boiled over by any means, but it's not been the Caps the way the Caps are hoping to see have happened in this game. But it's tough. Brookings is a very good team, and when you're a good team, the White Capitals are a good team as well. And when things don't go your way and things start to snowball a little bit, they haven't snowballed a lot. But when things start to go, it gets a little bit frustrating to not be able to hang with this Brookings Rangers team. Although, again, they're only down by 3 right now. We've seen this Capitals team stick with it in games and have come back from 3-goal deficit before. This is unlike any other team. So this game is not over, but the Caps can't be taking any more penalties. There's been a couple of roughs. You know, Howard, Beck, Floor, and Sanderson have all been called for penalties, and you just can't go in the penalty box. The Rangers are 2 for 4. If you stay out of the penalty box on all 4 of those opportunities, and not that they've been bad penalties in terms of they just haven't been smart penalties, they've been just penalties inside the game, but if you stay out of the penalty box and they were 0 for 0 in the power play, it's a 2-1 game going in the third period. And that's the difference in a lot of hockey games and special teams. And the Rangers have taken advantage of it. The Caps have not been able to get that advantage on the power play. You know, they're technically 0 for 2, but they only had 5 seconds of a second power play. So unless they were able to get one quick shot in those 5 seconds, it was not much of a power play, but they're technically 0 for 2 on the power play. But that one power play, they just didn't get anything going. And the Rangers do that to you. They make you frustrated on the power play. They make you frustrated on the penalty kill. They make you frustrated 5-on-5. And they win games. And they are able to take advantage of every mistake that you make. And the Caps have got to do a lot better job in this third period of exiting the zone. That's been a problem in this game. It's just they haven't, from where it was yesterday to where it is today, they just haven't been able to exit the zone like they want to and like they are capable of doing. It's just been a little bit tough to find ways to exit the zone between in the first and especially the second period. They've just struggled to find ways to exit the zone and have had a lot of costly turnovers that have turned into goals for the Brookings Rangers. It is 4-1. The Capitals, they lead here. They trail here after the end of the two periods. We'll step aside. We'll come back, and we'll tell you about the final scores across the state. We're the last game going in the state today. We'll give you all the final scores, including the Oahe Lady Capitals and Mitchell Marlins final score. Back after this, you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace Pools and Spas. Looking to make your home more relaxing for the holidays? Maybe a hot tub, a sauna, pool table, game table, a fire table, or great quality outdoor furniture. Or whether you're looking to add a little life to your party. We carry a full line of accessories for all. Don't assume we don't have it. Give us an opportunity to check. We will guarantee the lowest prices in the state. We service everything we sell. Leisure Palace is locally owned and operated for over 30 years. Located on the corner of Euclid and Capitol in Pierre.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. Tuesday night, the Pierre Governor girls are finally back on the court after the Christmas break. This is KCCR Sports Director John Winkler. Join me in Sioux Falls on Tuesday as the Governors face the Lincoln Patriots. Back-to-back wins to close out 2021 has gotten the Govs back to 500 and will look to move above 500 for the first time this season. Coverage will begin at 6:40 with tip-off at 7 o'clock. Pierre Governors and Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots. Basketball Tuesday night on your home for Governor Sports. KCCR, KCCRradio.com, and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Keenan Howard, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here in Brookings, and our second intermission report continues. Final scores from across the state. We will start with the Hawaii Lady Capitals and the Mitchell Marlins. The Caps had a 2-1 lead after the first period, a 3-2 lead after the end of the second period, but the Marlins were able to score 2 third-period goals to win it 4-3 over the Hawaii Lady Capitals. Kelsey Amick scored with at the 11-17 mark, and then with just under 2 minutes to play, Brooke Jarman scored the go-ahead goal and the winning goal to win it 4-3 over the Hawaii Lady Capitals. So a tough loss for the Caps that nearly had a point against a high-powered Mitchell Marlins team, but they get the opportunity to avenge that loss rather quickly because this Friday, the Hawaii Caps and the Mitchell Marlins will play again at the Expo Center, and we'll have that for you on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. So a tough loss for the Lady Caps here this afternoon, but that's a big game. And yes, they don't get a point or don't get a second point by going to overtime or picking up a win, but that is a big momentum boost for the girls team going into 2022. That's their first game in 2022, and after a 0-0 tie to Yankton, I'm sure that they were happy with the way that Abigail Stewart-Fromm played in net, but maybe not so much offensively with how they played against Yankton that second game. And to come out here and nearly get a win against the Mitchell Marlins, one of the better teams in the state, hopefully does well for the Hawaii Lady Caps as they play here in the 2022 portion of the season. Other final scores, it was the Sioux Falls Flyers just next door here in the same building, beating the Brookings Rangers 9-0. And Sioux Center beat Watertown 4-1 in their contest earlier today. And the other game in boys varsity, the only other game that is played today for boys varsity, Sioux Falls, they beat Yankton 7-3. Sioux Falls 1 beat Yankton 7-3. As Sioux Falls 1, they are still undefeated. They are 6-0 now on the season. It is Sioux Falls, Brookings, and Rushmore, the three undefeated teams still left in South Dakota amateur hockey. As the Hawaii Capitals right now at 7-1 are in danger of going to 7-2 unless they're able to find a way to put in 3 third-period goals or at least outscore the Rangers by 3 going into that in this third period. We step aside, and when we come back, it is the third period here in Brookings. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Hi, this is Kieran Duffy, and you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Third period is underway here as the Hawaii Capitals will get the puck out of their own end. Carter Sanderson tried to dump it in. Jaron Beck now back in the neutral zone. And it will be thrown in by the Rangers. Behind the net, Scholes will tee it up for Beestrom to play it up the boards. And Beck lost the handle of it, but will get it back as he was given the puck back by the Rangers. And then it's dumped back in by Brookings. Already a minute gone by here in this third period. Hunsley steps on the ice. He takes the puck here for the Caps. He'll throw it from the blue line. Save is made by Brecker, and he ends up going off the stick and into the netting. So 15:57 to go here in the third period. We get our first whistle. And an offensive zone faceoff here for the Hawaii Capitals. That'll be to the right of Brecker. He's made 14 saves on 15 chances. There's a shot. They score! Off the faceoff, the Capitals score. I believe it was Hunsley on the back end to make it a 4-2 game. And there's your first step back and trying to tie this one up. Hunsley does get the goal. His second of the season. And so now the Capitals have scored 2 goals on Cade Brecker, the first team to do that this year. And they scored in 1 minute and 6 seconds into the third period. Don't go anywhere yet. This game's not over. The lead may feel insurmountable to you and me, but maybe not so much to the Hawaii Capitals. That should be an icing on the Rangers. Nope, they're going to wave it off in the last second. And with the distance, but they waved it off in the last second. Lyons gets the assist. As John Lyons now with 3 assists on the season. He's got 4 goals and 3 assists. Nearly had a chance for the Rangers to get the puck in front. But now the Capitals are able to get it back out. They'll throw it back in. It goes off the glass. It takes a weird hop off the glass. And John Lyons will play it up and out of the zone. Thrown right back in by the Rangers, who are content with maybe playing a dump and chase type game here in this third period, leading by 3. Now moving in, Schneider. He gets pushed off the puck. He goes down. As Schweitzer is able to get out. The linesman, he ends up going into the Capitals bench. He was helped back on the ice by Dre Burns and Ryan Wadine. As here's Burt now, who stepped on the ice, will take the puck here for the Capitals. Up for Schweitzer. Schweitzer played over for Herman, and at the blue line, he waits for the Caps to maybe tag back up. He'll dump it in. Doesn't get it very far. And the Rangers right back in the offensive end with Schneider. His backhand pass for Whitty. On the backhand, a save is made by Scholes. And he does not allow a rebound. He gets the whistle with 14:24 to go here in the third period. So the Caps don't have to press, but getting that next goal, it could be a big one here for the Caps. If they can get it early on, that would make things very interesting down the stretch. Here's Dre Burns. He's going to go 2-on-2 in the zone. His shot save is made. The rebound is loose, and Burns just couldn't quite get the puck on the bouncing puck to try and throw it to. That got all the way through from Wadine, and a stick save made by Brecker. Burt holds the zone. Here's a chance. That shot is blocked down. The puck is still loose. Beck with a shot high on Brecker. Beck back over for Wadine. He waits. His shot, that one goes high. That one went off of Whitty up high. Dre Burr with a shot. That goes up high and again misses the net. And then Ryan Wadine can't hold the zone as that had a lot of steam going back around the boards. Thrown in on the glove of Brecker. He drops it right as the referee was blowing the whistle. So he gets an offensive zone faceoff here for the Oahe Capitals with 13:42 to go here in the third period. So the Caps are starting out the more aggressive offensive team here in the third period. Grease wins the faceoff as he pushes it behind the net, comes in front, and goes off the skate of maybe Sanderson or one of the Brookings players and squeaks out the other side of the slot, and it comes out of the zone by the Rangers. Merritt will throw it in. Burnt will play it behind his net. Tipped out of the zone by the Caps. Right back in, though. And around the boards, the only one person there is Jack Merritt, who will play it. He'll pass it around the boards again. To the far side it goes. Man blew a tire trying to get to it. As that was Isaac Dobesh. And now the Caps turn it over. That pass offside is called as Schulte didn't put enough on it to get to Schneider. Otherwise, they were in 2-on-1. But Schulte fluttered a little bit too much and then put himself offside before the puck crossed the blue line. Face off here at 12:57 to go in the third period. If you're a Capitals fan right now, that clock will seemingly run too fast. If you're a Rangers fan, that clock's probably not going to run fast enough. Schulte, he'll carry it in. He'll put it behind the nets. Powers trying to get to it, but Flora was able to stick it in the corner. It'll be played back around. The third line here for the Caps right now with Schweitzer along with Herman and Carboneau. Howard, he gets tripped up. There's a penalty coming up on the Rangers, so the Caps will have an opportunity in the power play with 12:29 to go. So if they can score here on the power play, that'll at least give them 10.5 minutes to be down by 1 and just need one shot. Schulte is the guilty party. He gets called for a trip. 12:29 to go in the third period, and the Caps have their third power play, although they really are only 0 for 1 because they had just 5 seconds of a second power play. Face off, Grease trying to push it into the corner. He did. Nearly lost his balance, and now he's tied up with 2 different Ranger players, and now Grease into the corner. Going 1-on-1, working it back out here for Carbonell. Played it back around for Grease, and now Beck, he gets pinned to the corner. That one goes off the glass and takes the bounce it needs for the Rangers and away from Carbonell to go back out of the zone. Burt moves around. He carries it in the offensive end. He's going to swing wide. Pulls up in the corner. Lost the puck, but the Caps now have it. and can maybe set things up here. Carboneau waits. His shot goes wide. Sanderson with a shot goes off the side of the nets, and then the net comes off his moorings as Brecker was falling and trying to maybe put himself on the goalpost, ends up falling down, pushing the goalpost off its moorings, and another whistle with 11:51 to go here in the third period. 1:22 left to go on the power play. Been the most offensive sustained pressure for the Capitals on a power play. Faceoff is easily won by the Rangers, and they'll throw it the length of the ice. And the Caps will have to go all the way back around here. Burns moves it up the middle of the ice. Throws it behind Sanderson. No icing is called. And then it goes off the glass and out. I think the way the route was taken by the Rangers end up waving off the icing. Kercheval not happy with them not being icing. Ashton Grease wins the face-off. Behind the net, trying to come in front, trying to stuff it in now, and the Rangers are able to clear it again. 54 to go on the power play. Scholes will come out, but he will not play it. Sanderson will take it, and he'll carry it from behind his own net and bring it out. His pass over for Howard. It was turned back over, but now here is Floor. Floor fans in the pass, but it goes right to Grease. That worked out okay for the Caps. Grease carries it in, trying to push it farther back in. Now Floor at the blue line, holds it in, but it's taken over by the Rangers, and now a chance to go in the other way. Hershoff on the back end goes high over the glove side of Scholes. And now Floor will turn. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Grease taps it back along for Floor. His pass over, and in the zone come the Capitals. Trying to get over Sanderson just off of his stick. And opportunity there for the Caps. Howard will go back over. At the blue line, trying to throw it towards the net, goes wide. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Ashton Grease moves around his man. Grease from the near side. His pass goes back. Beck trying to go in front. Sanderson has it from the shots. A shot from the face-off dots is blocked. And then out of the zone. And now Ashton Whitty is going to try and win the race. He does. He's going to break away on Scholes. A penalty's coming up on Jaden Floor. A penalty shot. Is it going to be a penalty shot for Ashton Whitty? He got a shot away. Are they going to give a penalty shot to Ashton Whitty? I think they are. Here's the deal is that that's tough because it looked like the shot was made by Whitty. And Carter Scholes, this is one of the biggest plays of this game with 10:13 to go in the third period. Coach Steele will have an argument. And the referees continue to talk. Coach Steele's not going to win the argument. Yeah, they got Floor in the penalty box right now. And Floor shouldn't be in the penalty box because it shouldn't be a power play for the Rangers if they don't score. So here we go. Ashton Whitty will take it from center ice. He carries it in, slowly in on Scholes, looking to go to his backhand. He scores. Ashton Whitty scores a penalty shot goal. And it's now a 5-2 game. And the Rangers lead it back by 3 again. So with 10:13 to play here in the third period, it is now a 5-2 lead for the Rangers. Another time they're back up by 3. The faceoff is won by the Rangers. Back out of the neutral zone. Thrown in by Jack Merritt. Whitty's got his first of the game. Honkamp trying to throw it towards the net. A backhand to the Talon Richter, a backhand shot, and there's another opportunity. Glove save, sprawling down was Scholes. He makes the save. There's a lot of net up free, but Scholes is able to get the glove on it to make the save with 9:50 to go here in the third period. 26-17 and shots in favor of the Rangers. 5-2 is their score. Whitty's got his 11th of the season. and his 5th goal in the last 2 games, having 4 yesterday. It might have been a trip by the Capitals. They got away with that as Burton was falling to the ice. Beck flips it around. Burton will take the puck, and the Caps will escape the zone. Sanderson starts to carry it in. He gets hit hard. There's a lot of guys that will tumble, and it will go all the way down for an icing. And there is a lot going on between Sanderson and Honkop, who both got taken down. And Coach Steele not happy there wasn't a penalty called with Sanderson going down. 9:22 to go here in the 3rd period. Things have gotten a little chippy in the last 3-4 minutes. And Schneider avoids a big check from Lyons. That'll be taken by the Rangers. And now in alone is Schneider. His shot, a save is made by Scholes. He was in all alone. Lyons plays the body another time. That was Hunsley that played the body that time. Lyons and Dotson in, but the Rangers now will get it back out, and now Keenan Howard will turn. Off the stick of Dotson. Jaden Floor can't get it out of the zone, turns it back over. And now an opportunity in the backhand, a pass across. There's probably going to be a penalty on, interference is called on Jaden Floor. And Owen Schneider goes right into Carter Scholes. And Jaden Floor will go to the penalty box. Floor got called. That should be his 3rd penalty. That will be his 3rd penalty, so he would be done because he got called for the hook, for the penalty shot, and then also interference is the call. Because that penalty should be marked even though it's a penalty shot. So at 8:34, the Caps will go back to the penalty kill. Be the 5th power play now. Let's add. I think that's got to be 3 penalties on Floor. That will end his afternoon. With 8:34 left to go here in the 3rd period. So Coach Steele, again, talking to the referees. Caps will be on the penalty kill for the 5th time. The Rangers are 2 for 4 so far and have an opportunity to go up by 4 goals. They've led by 3 goals a couple times here this afternoon. 8:34 is left. And someone's got to go serve the minor penalty for Jaden Floor, who his afternoon is done. Howard and Hunsley are the 2 goal scorers for the Capitals. Richter, Hershoff, Bortnam, and Whitty have all scored. So Carter Gordon will go and serve the penalty for Jaden Floor. And it will be Ashton Grease, Carter Sanderson, Dre Burnt, and Keenan Howard out trying to kill this penalty. Faceoff was won by the Rangers. Whitty plays it across. Hershoff now. He'll work it back to the point. Whitty goes across, comes in to the high slot. And now it is Bortnam again on the corner. Works it back out. His pass over. Save is made by Scholes. He's out of the crease. He backs back into the crease where the Rangers weren't able to get another shot away. Sanderson, he'll chip it out of the zone. He'll go after it, but Bortnam's going to win the race to it. Play it back from behind his own net. Sanderson got to it, was able to push Bortnam off. And now to be Owen Schneider up. And Dre Burnt was able to knock down Owen Schneider. Able to chop at it. Schneider gets hit again by Ashton Grease. And then at the blue line, the Caps will clear the zone. We go all the way down. Whitty was able to knock it down and fluttered in on Brecker. And the Rangers here still with a 5-on-4 opportunity. It'll be Peterson to leave it for Hershoff. And Hershoff, his pass, Richter over. Another chance, goes high over the top of Carter Schultz. Jacob Drew from the point. He goes across, walks it in. Peterson with a shot, save is made. Rebound is back out to the point. Peterson, another chance. That's save again by Schultz. And it will finally come back out into the blue line where Jacob Drew has it from his own blue line. Throws it across for Peterson with 20 to go on the power play. Moving in is Richter. He takes a big hit. Now, one more chance. Dotson will clear it all the way down. It rolled up the stick of Brecker, and that will do it for the power play. Gordon is standing up, and Carter Gordon will come out of the penalty box as the Caps are able to kill it off. The puck will come right to Carter Gordon, but he had his stick lifted, and will come off the ice to get the top line out there for the Hawaii Capitals with 6:20 to play here in the third period. Caps are down by 3. That will be icing called. 6:17 left to go here in the third period. 29-17 in shots in favor of the Brookings Rangers. There's a shot off the side of the net from Ashton Grease off the face-off whip. Dre Burns throws it to the net. Brecker made the save. The rebound is loose. Grease trying to stuff it in. It's still loose. Brecker gets knocked down. And now we get a whistle with 6:03 to go. That was knocked off his moorings. And the face-off, actually it's going to be a penalty coming up against Isaac Dobesh. With 6:03 left to go here in the third period. So a power play here for the Caps. They're 0 for 3 right now, basically 0 for 2, but they get their fourth opportunity. Trying to find a way to score, down by 3 with 6 minutes to go. Sanderson will play it up. Now over here for Burt. He walks it in. His shot save is made by Brecker. Got all the way through. Sanderson, he'll wait. His pass, fans on it. And then it'll be out of the zone by the Rangers with 5:40 to go. These two teams will play again on Saturday at the Expo Center. The Rangers with one game in between. The Capitals will not play again until Saturday. Brookings will play Sioux Falls one of the three undefeated teams, actually 2 of the 3 undefeated teams, as long as the Rangers hold on here. Carboneau, his shot goes high, stays in play off the glass. Sanderson, no toe drag, trying to dingle around. Jaron Beck, trying to get it back over for Sanderson. Now Sanderson played it back over for Beck. His pass just missing Burt. He dove for it but couldn't get to the puck. Goes back to the Capitals blue line where it'll be taken here for Burt. Up, Grease, but Beck now will have to try and dump it in. It was fluttered high into the zone. And then Grease is able to knock it down, keep the puck in the zone. That was a high shot that goes over the top of Brecker. Howard, Grease, backhander from Sanderson. Save is made by Brecker. He had the post hugged with 30 seconds to go now in the power play. 4:30 left to go here in the third period. Howard, all kinds of time in his own end. Finds the open man on the rink-wide pass. But behind the net, the Rangers again with the puck. It'll be taken over. John Lyons had it on and off of his stick. Grease. His pass over. Now here is Keenan Howard. Howard keeps trying to find a way to get around as the power play comes to an end. Grease a pass to the slot. No one was home. Hard off the boards. Schneider's going to win the race to it. He's going to break away, although he does not far in on Scholes, and Scholes is able to make the save on Schneider. Keenan Howard back the other way now for the Caps with 3:40 to go. His backhander to the net is off the stick of Brecker. It'll be played around off a couple of skates and out of the zone. Now Schneider brings the free for Brody Powers. Another breakaway, and he couldn't get a shot off as it was Schweitzer getting back for the Caps to disrupt the shot attempts. Now Dodson will step back behind his own net. He lost the puck with 3:13 to go. It was taken by Jacob Colley. Not seen him play yet this afternoon, but is now on the ice. Howard blocks up a shot and flips it out of the zone. 2:55 left to go here in the third period. The Caps are able to outshoot the Rangers in the first period, but then the Rangers have outshot the Caps in the second and third, right now leading 30-18 in shots, and more importantly, leading the scoreboard 5-2. Grayson Hunsley, after the Rangers dumped it in, flips it back out. And now here is at the blue line, brought back in by Jack Barrett. He gets shoved down, but it comes free for Richter. And a save made by Scholes. And no rebound. 2:26 left to go here in the third period. So Friday nights, we will be back on the air for the Hawaii Lady Caps and the Mitchell Marlins. We get started at 7:40, puck drop at 8 o'clock. And then these two teams will play at 7 o'clock on Saturday. So we'll be on the air at 6:40 for that one at the Expo Center. Back in by Jaron Beck. The Caps have to tag back up with 2:10 left to go here in the third period. And the Caps down 5-2. Jaron Beck intercepts a pass. There's a shot. Save is made by Brecker, but the rebound was loose. Here is Grease that will turn. That pass is going to be held in by Beestrom. Now Beck and swing his stick to it. Beestrom will get to it first, back from his own end. Throws it off the rink. And then Burnt tried to kick it, but he ends up kicking it right over to Ashton Whitty, who tries to carry it in. His shot is blocked by Beestrom. 1:35 left to go here in the third period. Burnt runs into Whitty. There's another check from Grease to Zach Struck. In are the Caps. Dodson. His backhander for Sanderson misses. Nearly turned over by the Rangers in their own end. And now Howard plays it over, and Dodson will dump it in. 1:10 to go here in the third period. The Rangers will stay undefeated. They have not lost, but the last time they did lose was in the Expo Center. Well, they'll be on Saturday. An overtime loss to the Capitals, 2-1 in that game. Andre Carboneau carried it in, then Howard with a shot on a delayed offside. And it will be a face-off with 53.4 left to go here in the third period. So Brookings, they scored first, and they scored often in the second period, leading 4-1 after two periods. The Caps, they're actually up 3-0 before the Caps made it 3-1. There's a shot that's blocked down. Then the Rangers are up 4-1. And then now 5-2. Here is Bortnum in again with 40 seconds to go. He got it to the net, but didn't get a shot away. That was sticked away by Scholes behind the cage. John Lyons off the backhand around. 28 seconds left to go here in the third period. Here is Keenan Howard. His shot got all the way through. A save is made by Brecker. He didn't cover for the whistle. Trying to keep things moving along here in the last 20 seconds. Behind the nets. Well, players will get tangled up. And it will come out. We'll go all the way down. They will call icing with 4.8 to go, but they probably could have just waved it off. And with 4.8 left here in the third period, that just about does it. Stay tuned for the post-game show. Wrap things up here from Brookings. We already told you what to listen to later on this coming weekend when the Lady Caps will be at home against the Marlins, and the boys will be at home Saturday and Sunday. Face off in the last 2 seconds. Time will run down. And the Hawaii Capitals will fall 5-2 to the Brookings Rangers and are now 7-2 on the season. And the Brookings Rangers will improve to now 7-0 on the season here in 2022. 5-2 is their score in the final. The Rangers win it over the Hawaii Capitals. Back with the post-game show after this. You're listening to Hawaii Capital Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent in your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace Pools and Spas. Looking to make your home more relaxing for the holidays? Maybe a hot tub, a sauna, pool table, game table, a fire table, or great quality outdoor furniture, or whether you're looking to add a little life to your party. We carry a full line of accessories for all. Don't assume we don't have it. Give us an opportunity to check. We will guarantee the lowest prices in the state. We service everything we sell. Leisure Palace is locally owned and operated for over 30 years, located on the corner of Euclid and Capitol in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Xander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Xander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Xander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Xander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Hi, this is Steve Steele, the head coach for the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
As we welcome you back in here in Brookings and into the post-game show, the Hawaii Capitals will fall today 5-2 to the Brookings Rangers as the Rangers remain undefeated now at 7-0, and the Capitals fall to 7-2. Tyler Richter got the first goal of the game, an even strength goal from Logan Bortnam to get them on the board 1-0. That was the only goal scored in the first period. That came with 8:39 left to go in the first. In the second period, it was a power play goal from Breck Hershoff to make it 2-0. Ashton Whitty got the assist. Those two hooked up again for the third goal of the game to make it 3-0. That came with 10:54 left to go in the second period. Keenan Howard got the Caps on the board on a backhand shot to make it 3-1. That came with 8:36 left to go in the second period. But Logan Bortnam scoring the power play, their second power play goal of the game, to make it a 4-1 lead for the Rangers at the end of two periods. And in the third period, it was Grayson Hunsley early on, made it 4-2. But Ashton Whitty on a penalty shot made it a 5-2 lead and a 5-2 win. That came with 10:13 left, and that was the final. And this one is the Hawaii Capitals fall 5-2 here this evening into the Brookings Rangers. So our next broadcast will be coming up on next Friday as the Caps will be taking on the Lady Caps will be taking on the Mitchell Marlins. That will start coverage at 7:40, 8 o'clock puck drop. And then on Saturday, the Caps will be at home to take on the Brookings Rangers. These same two teams will play on Saturday, just like the same two teams in the girls varsity game will play on Friday. We'll be on the air at 6:40 on Saturday with a 7 o'clock puck drop between the Caps and the Rangers at the Expo Center in Fort Pierre. Caps went 0 for 4 technically in the power play. Really went 0 for 3 overall with only 5 seconds on one power play. The Rangers went 2 for 5 on the power play. And again, they technically would have gone 2 for 4, although they at least started out with a 2-minute power play. The Caps only had a 5-second power play after the Rangers got called for a penalty 5 seconds into their power play. So either way, the Caps did not score on the power play. The Rangers were able to score twice. And they also scored on a penalty shot for their 5-2 win over the Oahe Capitals here tonight. Caps were outshot 32-21, although they were out shooting the Rangers 8-7 after the first period. The Rangers then outshot the Caps 11-7 in the second period. It ended up being a 14-6 third period shots in favor of the Brookings Rangers over the Oahe Capitals. So the Caps have their opportunity on Saturday to avenge this loss and get their 8th win of the season. But I wouldn't say it's going to be easier. I don't think it's going to be any harder, but it's not going to be any easier just being at home to try and get that win. But the Caps will have an opportunity to avenge that loss this coming Saturday at 7 o'clock with puck drop, 6:40 with pregame. And we'll be on the air 7:40 on Friday for an 8 o'clock puck drop between the Hawaii Lady Caps and the Mitchell Marlins. So both Capitals teams fall here today. The Lady Caps fall 4-3 in Mitchell. The boys fall here in Brookings 5-2 this evening. Join us on Tuesday for Pierre Governor basketball as they take on Sioux Falls Lincoln. We'll be out in Sioux Falls for that one. Coverage will start at 6:40 with tip-off at 7 o'clock over on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. DT Meyer will also have a call on Tuesday as the Philip Lee Scotties will be in town to take on the Soy Beach Chargers. That'll be on Country 95.3 and available to watch on YouTube at Country 95.3 Sports. That wraps it up for us here this afternoon and this evening from Larson Ice Arena here in Brookings. Final score once again, the Hawaii Capitals, they fall 5-2 to the Brookings Rangers as we say so long from Brookings.
You've been listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Capitals Hockey is brought to you in part by Weatherall, Leisure Palace, Hermanson Endodontics, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Sunmasters, and All Around Graphics. Join us all season long for both boys and girls varsity action on your home for Caps Hockey, Capital City Rock, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's sports leader.
Capital City's Rock 104.5 is KCCR FM, Blunt, Pierre.